They burned Hampi for 6 months. They destroyed every palace, every market, every library. 500,000 people gone. They thought they had won. But here is what they could never destroy. The Virupaksha temple. This temple was already 600 years old when the sultanates arrived. They tried to destroy it. They failed. Worship never stopped here. Not for a single day. Not in 1565. Not in 1600. Not in 1700. Not today. Right now, as you watch this, priests are performing rituals inside this temple. The same rituals. The same prayers. The same God for over 1,000 years without interruption. The Vittla temple. This is the structure that broke every rule of architecture. The stone chariot standing in its courtyard, carved from a single rock. Wheels that actually rotated when it was built. No machinery. No modern tools. Just human hands. And genius. The musical pillars inside, 56 of them. Each one producing a different musical note when tapped. Same notes they played 500 years ago. Scientists have studied them. Engineers have examined them. Nobody can explain how they did it. The elephant stables, 11 chambers. Each arch a completely different design. Not one repeated. Built for the royal elephants of Krishna Devaraya. Each elephant had its own room. Each room had its own style. A king who gave his elephants architecture that most humans will never live in. The Hazara Rama temple. The walls of this temple tell the entire story of the Ramayana, carved in sequence, panel by panel, like the world's oldest comic book. Every scene, every character, every battle, carved so precisely that archaeologists still use these panels to study ancient Indian literature today. The Lotus Mahal, a palace so ahead of its time. It had a natural air conditioning system built into its walls. Hollow chambers designed to cool the air before it entered the rooms. In the 15th century, without electricity. And then, the most haunting fact of all, an Italian merchant named Cesare Federici visited Hampi a few decades after the destruction. He wrote, "The city is not altogether destroyed. The houses still stand, but they are empty. And there is nothing living in them now but tigers." A city that once had 500,000 people had become a home for wild animals. For over 200 years, Hampi sat forgotten, abandoned, unknown to the world, until 1799, when a British officer named Colin Mackenzie stumbled upon these ruins and couldn't believe what he was seeing. He spent years documenting every structure, every carving, every stone, because he understood something immediately. This wasn't just ruins. This was one of the greatest civilizations the world had ever seen. In 1986, UNESCO made it official. Hampi became a World Heritage Site, not because of what was destroyed, because of what survived. Over 1,600 structures, spread across 16 square miles, forts, temples, palaces, royal baths, elephant stables, water systems, market streets, all of it, still here. The people who burned this city wanted the world to forget it ever existed. Instead, the whole world came to see it. That is the final victory of Vijayanagara, not on a battlefield, but in the stones that refuse to die. This is episode 5 of the Hampi series on Journey Jodi. Episode 6, the final episode, drops tomorrow. And in episode 6, I'll show you what Hampi looks like today and why every Indian needs to visit this place before they die. Follow Journey Jodi and comment fire if these ruins just gave you goosebumps.